Hey, what's going on, my peoples? This is X Files from ApeRadio. So I just wanted to drop video because there's some things that's on my mind that kind of bothers me, about this year. All right, or the last year to this year, I should say. So let's take it back to the pandemic. I know we don't want to go back that far, but so it was a point in time where they was gonna approve a bill, trying to get stimulus out to everybody, and they did, and it was smaller than it should have been, and then they did all of that. They gave PPP loans to all of these rich people that didn't deserve it at all, and people like me that started my business that year, I couldn't even get a PPP loan because every time I applied, they kept asking me for this and that, and I turned it in. Then they'll say it didn't come in, and even though I know it turned in, and so I got denied. You know, um, my chance to get my business started. No big deal. I guess I got to do it myself. But then there was this thing where Joe Manchin was like, well, I don't want to approve more time for, unemployment or yada yada, whatever, because I want people to go to work. I want people just collecting money, right? I don't want them just sitting at home collecting a check. Okay, fine. So then some states got the opportunity to um, cut off unemployment recipients earlier than they said that they would. Okay. Not only that was a nightmare to a lot of people. Okay. So then now people are forced to get a job, even if they really mentally can get a job, or even if they physically can't get a job, they're kind of forced into it to survive. So now that they get these jobs, they do their research, they look for a job that suits them, they get a job, right? Then our stock market starts going bizarre. You know, now our inflation is so high from all of that money he was printing in stimulus, giving it to all these rich people that already have money that would have been okay. Um, Now your course of action is cutting jobs now, and it's like I don't know. To me, I feel like if you want consumers or the public to have any trust in the system or anything like that, why would somebody go out there like that was the reason why I didn't get a job for a long time. I had worked on my own, I was doing DoorDash and Instacart, working for myself, as a contractor. And because I didn't want to get in that position ever again to depend on unemployment because I deserved it because I put my money into it. Especially when they can take it away at any point in time, and then not only that, cut jobs right when you get a good job and you finally went through it. You're just like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna get a job. Let's go ahead and do it. I'm gonna start contributing to the society and be a taxpayer. Then you do that, and then they cut jobs again. Um, I was lucky enough to find a good job, but it makes me wonder, like, when these rates start happening, for inflation, when it start really affecting people, is it going to come for my job? You know, it makes me wonder. And I know I'm ranting, but I don't know. It's just things that makes you wonder. If one minute you tell us, oh no, we don't want to keep giving you this handout, a handout, even though it's our money that we paid into the system that you guys are abusing, you know? When it comes to like, and not that I have anything against giving money to Ukraine, because if I was a rich person, I would be donating to them to try to help them as well. However, when it's not even a vote for the American people that fund this, that's what's bizarre and crazy to me. When you can double or not double, when you can vote for a defense budget, not include the people that you're taking their money to use this for, and then make a decision. And then on top of that, they ask for this much, and then you say, you know what? I'm gonna throw an extra 50 billion on top. How's that? Oh, I'm just making this number up. But it's like going to a store and you pay, say you grab an iPad, and they're like, oh, thank you for paying for this. You know what? I'm gonna throw in this free phone as well, or these couple of free phones. Of course, that's good for your behalf. The defense contractors. It's good on their behalf. Of course, they're gonna be like, gimme, gimme. But who is that taken from? And that's not the questions that's being asked. And now the stock market is imploding. We got Gary Gensler finally being hopefully brought to justice for his negligence in any of this stuff. I'm in AMC, I'm in Highcroft, I'm in an Ape, but I have a lot of other stocks as well that's been suffering. And it seems like no matter what investment I make, you can't make a good investment right now, because everything is so corrupted. Every avenue is so tainted, So another thing is like, it's one thing to suspect something, without proof, okay? And, say somebody tell me about something and I'm like, oh, I never heard of that, but that's something that's, interesting, right? And I just go along about my business, right? And then 10 other people that same day talk about something like that. Now that one original thought that I was like, oh, that's interesting, is going to go from interesting to burning a hole in my brain, Because I'm going to wonder, why is all these people saying the same thing? All right? Now that's 10 people. These are millions of people that's been trying their best to reach out to the SEC, to the stock exchange, to the CFTC, to whoever would listen. But they turn their head. I don't know about you guys, but if I was doing a job and my job was to try to protect an industry, and they'll come out here and say, well, we want to try to protect the investors. That's bullshit. Because if you were trying to protect the investors, it would never got to this point. The reason why the stock market is at a pivotal point where people are predicting it crashing is because of the negligence of the officials that we elect to do this job. I mean, I wish I had a job that I could just sit on my ass and not do my job and still get paid the same amount, I mean, this year we found out so many things. The SEC was watching porn while they're supposed to be taking care of the market, taking care of the consumers, the retail investors, the industry. And what happened? Did anybody get fired for that? I don't remember hearing anybody get fired. I remember hearing them say that they're going to do an audit, or they were going to, but I never heard of anybody getting fired. And if somebody did, then my bad. I just didn't get that piece of information. But this is what we go through. If I ran a business like that, my shit would be shut down. There'd be tape all over the door. There'd be a sign saying that we were closed down for this reason. And I probably would be in jail. So why is it okay for these businesses to get away with this? It's just food for thought, I'm frustrated, but I also am confident, and I'm also assured, and I'm also hopeful for one day this transfer of money that's going to be coming towards me, I can take that money and do actual good things with it to make this world better and not more corrupt. That's what I'm holding for. That's why I would never give up. I don't care if they bring me down to 0 cents. They do. Obviously, that's a lot of market manipulation, more than what we already facing right now. But I'm willing to go through the fire for this stock. I'm willing to go through all of this. lose whatever I put in, because I never put in more than I can lose. And I'm not a financial advisor. Whatever I'm saying right now, please don't take my advice and go out and spend your rent on everything or stocks, because this is what I believe in. Okay, you have to have your own conviction. And so I'm gonna end this with saying, all you crooked people out there, Sam Bankman-Fried, he's in jail now, finally. We will never stop searching, and never stop fighting for the transparency that we deserve. We will never stop fighting, because we're apes. And we believe in all people being equal. All people having a fair shake. And these corrupt bastards getting their just desserts. And with that, I'm finna sign out. This is X-Files with ApeRadio. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for listening to me rant. Love you guys. Peace to the next video.